Hello and good morning. Welcome to the second day of our BA and Product Management Conference on Community Z Days. Today, I would like to introduce you to a new topic, digital transformation with no code, no paperwork, and no cost. Today, Valery and Vladyslav will take you on a journey to discover why no-code tools are quickly becoming a requirement in today's digital first world, and how you can be a part of the no-code opportunities. For those of you who are watching online, I encourage you to take part in the discussion on our Community Z portal and raise your questions to the speakers in the Q&A section. I will address the most upvoted questions at the end of the session. Valery, Vladyslav, welcome to the conference. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Jan. So welcome everyone. We are glad to join our party. And today we'll try to rock and roll with you on such cool opportunity and topic as no code. I very like Interstellar movie, and seems to me it's pretty cool. This kind of meme, I would say, describes the opportunities that we have. That previously, 5 years ago and earlier, building a software product takes years. Now, in 2021, it could take months, and this is all about opportunities that give us no-code platforms. I would like to somehow help you to navigate in these opportunities. Shows the some strategies how to behave, and of course we present you some kind of really cool fresh opportunities on no-code tools. So it's pretty cool that CEO of GitHub once said that the future of coding is no coding at all. And it's from another perspective, you see that very limited amount of people can able to do software development. But the situation is rapidly changing, and now the no-code opportunities provide really good lift to software development careers. And I heard from my friends and mates on enterprise communities, on investment communities, on product communities that no code or data, yeah, or people is a new oil, and we'll try to advise how to make business on that. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the kind of what is no code. There's a bunch of opportunities, and we try to we possess what we think on that. For us, no code is a skill, and we mean that it's a way of thinking or a mindset that particular we think is very close to the business and analytics teams and individuals or product managers. It's a mindset with the ability to operate with a set of digital tools for rapid learn, of course, because they're constantly updating, and to solve tasks on automation, launching new products, and of course, without hiring a development team. It's about launching and testing hypotheses, to launching MVPs, and move fast. And today we will do some strategic overview for navigation and action. Then we'll do some product announcement. Later we will do a demo challenge. Then we show up you how to digitize paperwork and flow in 20 minutes, how to build this flow. I'm sure most of you kind of, as I said, familiar with no-code tools. Here's just a couple of screenshots how they mapped on different categories for different with different functionalities, and this slide kind of on no-code AI landscape is really kind of new phenomenon, because AI it's just technology, and no-code is really good way how to build kind of client interfaces for different contexts, for different user groups, to bring and to distribute the AI. So please please kind of don't forget it, and I will get back to that also later. Here's just more narrow map. It's also public. You can Google it. I think it's pretty balanced in terms of tools to build. I would say real bunch of use cases and scenarios for software product. For example, my favorite one is Airtable, IFTT, and as you see, Notion. I would like to set kind of the priorities how to navigate with no code. At first, you have to choose kind of or uncover the business value that can serve you on landing page. So this is kind of the next you choose the way how to realize this product configuration and delivery channels and mechanics with the no-code tool. No-code is perfect for business based on processes, not tech products. I mean, on process business, I mean kind of different e-commerce, different marketplaces, online classes and platform on that, custom tailor-made CRM and HRM sort of things, custom landing page and lead gen scenarios when you operate with the traffic, and of course different boards and classifieds. It's also good way to bring real kind of value and to educate even your parents, your friends, how they can able. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
No worry. Thank you, Alexander, for letting us know.
Yeah. So as I said, guys, no-code is a perfectly fit for process businesses and doesn't fit for build kind of techy businesses like based on blockchain and so on. So as I said, recently Microsoft brings AI to the no-code, and you're able just by typing, I want Airbnb for cats, and somehow they will bring a right set of apps that help you to customize it. So also Amazon are on the party of no-code. They recently announced the team management tool for collaborative work, and Google also runs the tables application for collaborative work. And last year they acquired the AppSheet company on no-code. So here's kind of the list of my own recommendation. How to, based on my own personal experience, yeah, how to navigate in no-code opportunities. So first of all, try to discover demand, yeah, the feedback, the reviews on publicly open marketplaces like App Store, like Google Chrome, like eBay, and so on, like AliExpress. You will find a lot of valuable information on product and services. how they operate now, what's wrong. Also, you'll find that the traction metrics, how they're popular, of course. Follow on developer events of big techs like WWDC of Apple, build of Microsoft, and so on. They're really good things to know what's happened on top level, I would say, of technology. Yeah, on bottom edge of technology. On top edge of technology. So follow on big tech ecosystems, because they try to kind of compete between themselves, and on combination of their wins, you could build the products. For example, some mechanics on shared values. Also, try to think on kind of on borders mindset when you connect something with different kind of nature. For example, you connect audience with different countries. You connect, as I said, digital ecosystem. You connect the different audience. You connect different regulations. Yeah, you connect different flows and so on, because when different natures meet each other, something cool could happen. Oh no. Please take a note that kind of in developed countries, there is a big competition between between three type players. There is a big techs companies which owns the media and and IT internet market. There is telecoms which operate the infrastructure and connectivity, and there is a banks who operate with the finances, of course, and there are also a bunch of different businesses and personas connected to them. So they compete and they will dominate, and they will dominate their local markets, and they will compete between themselves. And of course, they will acquire companies, they will run kind of corporate accelerators, and they will try to survive because as experience shows, consolidation very fast happens on these markets. OCOD is perfect for different go-to-market approach on emerging markets, like locations like Africa and Latin America. It's or some emerging markets in techs like crypto and so on. And complex projects. There's a cool trend on hyper-localization, I name it, when you can you're able to reach some certain particular audience between, for example, in your livelihood, and you can build some certain particular app for them. And as experience shows, there is a good chance to scale and grow it also. It's very important to act as a startup and fail fast. And sometimes the good strategy on fake it until you make it brings the results. Very important to take in mind that value delivery and business is first, not kind of the way how you build it. Is it delivered or not? Very laser focus on your audience. Try to research as much as possible, get as much as possible feedback, but be kind of not so I would say optimistic because this is some. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so discover demand on the marketplaces because they are public. There is a lot of public metrics, public data, and it's up to date. And it's hard to research on that. Follow on big tech events for developers because they show the trends where because they see kind of the bigger scope and global perspectives. Take it in the mind. Follow on big tech ecosystems because they try to get kind of the main their business is to sell your subscription, to acquire new users, and to distribute their product portfolio. So based on their kind of those core demands, you can bring the value by combining different ecosystems and build kind of your own recycle of ecosystem. Yeah. I think kind of shared value mechanics is cool on that. Cool opportunities happens on the borders when when different natures meet each others, and you could build kind of right connectors to that they can walk and behave with each others, like countries when you, for example, do help people to travel or migrate to some location, when you help when you bring kind of new business flows and connect offline and online with kind of digitized mechanics like scanning QR code and so on. There would be a big competition between big techs like Google, Apple, Facebook, and so on, between big techs, telecoms, carrier operators who owns the infrastructure and run connectivity, yeah, and banks. They will those three will do a big investment into markets to acquire companies, to hire people, and of course to survive. It shows the experience of developing countries. I think the no-code apps are perfect for emerging markets, like some particular locations, like in Africa or Latin America, and some emerging complex industries like crypto, blockchain, or AI. It's cool opportunity to be client app for particular audience. There's a trend to hyper-localization, everything. I mean, the kind of digitalization of some location. For example, you can build your own region ecosystem on education, childcare, and operate, yes, not millions and not hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands in your city. Yeah. It's very important to act as like a startup. I mean, fail fast and fake it until you make it in terms of sales. Yeah. Very important to keep in mind that business and value first, not like changing the world and stuff like that. Business and value is the first, and money is a cool metric on that. The laser focus has to be on when you build the no-code product on your audience for whom you build it, how they act, what set of apps they use, and they are kind of to try to somehow view their, of course. And my kind of cherry, I think, on top that under-evaluated, I would think, the audience of solo entrepreneurs, authors on YouTube. They have tens of hundreds and millions of audience, but mostly they sell advertisement and education. But I see the examples when they run their own business by knowing their audience what they want, and they build their own, I would say, solutions. Most of them are by using no code. So attention on YouTube authors and solopreneurs. You could be their own kind of no-code studio for them. Yeah, you see, they use a lot of they can do really cool communication to the audience. Let's get back to kind of business side. Functionality of no-code, it's clear. There is a core functionality, and there is tools that help you to operate with that, and kind of that. And the business set for product is kind of right combo of no-code tools with the right setup. So it could be no-code you can use for your client, for client product, for your back office side, and of course for your delivery. Firms that, for example, who do delivery provide their own now code tools, but later I think they also do the no-code things. Here's just brief information that yearly 5 to 6 startup which use the no-code in their as a production way. They pass the top accelerators like Techstars and UI Combinator, and one of a successful startup which was completely built on no-code raised more than 300 billion. But I think it's 36 million. But no idea. So yeah, and advice here that in no-code, investor is actually no care on how you do production. It's they always calculate on market on kind of ROI, yeah, and the unit economy. So one point, kind of what strategy to choose to start, and always ask yourself, is it right moment to start to shift to build the code, your product on code. Don't forget that lots of things fail in startup because they just don't need. There is no market need on that. So no-code is the right way to test and run a series of MVPs. Yeah, and it's obvious that no-code dominates and hacks the time and costs to market and time to market. And it's kind of also obvious that business is always hunger for new growth opportunities, launching new products, testing new market hypotheses, run new business model, and of course optimization of cost, like staff reduction, optimization of the processes, and new partnership models, of course. And on client side and back office side, there is always kind of paperwork, and we at the EPAM know that problems very well. We are familiar. We see how it's influenced our business, and we try to find the right solution in the market, but we didn't. So we tried to build our own. Meet Docs.
Imagine you have a system that simplifies the routine of onboarding new employees. This system allows you to reduce the processing time of documents and collect them all in one place, which is maximally secured. Docs is the powerful system that lets you do all this and more. You can create configurable forms and add different fields to get the information that you need. Get signatures for candidates and employee agreements. Fill in information once, and it will be reused in all documents where this information is required. All processes are transparent, from hiring and processing documents to offboarding departing employees. The people you hire should be your focus, not a process that slows you down. With Docs, candidates can provide their documents remotely and get to work as quickly as possible. Docs makes onboarding 4 times faster and 5 times more efficient, with 1/3 of the paperwork and possible errors. Review your business processes and get rid of what you don't need. Be creative, focus on your work, and free your team from manual routine operations. Take it to the next level with us. We've created Docs for ourselves and tested it in over 10 countries with over 5,000 employees. We offer the easiest possible integration in your ecosystem. And now, we're ready to share our solution for everyone. We are Docs.
Woo! Cool. So yeah, guys. So we uncovered that Docs is built by EPAM, and it's for paperwork and it's for digitizing paperwork, and we will cover what would be the next. I want to get back with the challenges you possibly could meet during no-code journey. That it's hard to recognize right combination of the tools and test and setup that you need. You need to dive deep into capabilities and details of tools. It's hard. You need to have a risk to dig deep and stay there during self-study of the tools and not building anything. You have to know the tricks and shortcuts how to pass over the limitations of the platforms, and it really helps. You have to have ability how to sell and convince to use a no-code as approach to build and go to market. And of course, it's not for everyone. It's not kind of holy grail or silver bullet. There's still limits, and it's not easy as it could seems from the beginning to build a nice product. But experience is different. So that's why we invite you to join our Docs digital community, where we are sharing our experience on using and digitizing different workflows. Please join. We'll share the links shortly. And I would like to thanks my amazing team who helped to bring and build and deliver Docs. We are dynamic on that, and we're constantly scaling growth. And I would like to pass the word to Vlad and build to show up a demo challenge how we could build a no-code paperwork flow on Docs. Vlad, passing word to you.
Hello, everyone, and I would like to start with a small introduction to the context of one of the use cases for Docs platform. This is a process that will be called like no-code club onboarding, and we will talk about two main roles. The first one role is Manager Marta. She is an onboarding specialist of EPAM no-code club and regularly collect applicant documents according to the new members policy. Marta has a desire to automate her routine work of collecting and filling all these documents for the enrollment and eliminate manual copy and paste to each of the document set. And the second role is Duke. He's the candidate or applicant. He's a great guy who has just got an offer to join the EPAM club. He has a desire to be a part of ENCC, but he is required to provide and sign some personal documents according to the club policy. But Duke has some concerns about sharing the documents via emails to the person. So returning to our challenge of how to build the process on Docs, I would like to take a screen and give you a little more introduction about the existing parts. I'm sharing my screen, and I want to show you as an example of Marta's workspace and tools. So the first one is Documents folder. Here we can see two templates. One document as a questionnaire is for applicant that needs to be filled with some information, and the second one is for operational work that is needed for enrollment procedure. Then we'll go to the second one folder with emails. Unfortunately, Marta still uses Outlook manual templates because she do not have any automation in place. This is an example of it. So now we are acquainted with the context and we're ready to start, and let's switch to the Docs platform itself. On the screen, you can see a process configurator. This is a core place to work with processes, setup, and tuning business logic. So to create a process, we simply need to click on the button New Process and name it for Back Office Management Team. Let the process name will be as EPAM No-Code Club Enrollment. Then the next step will be to set up a request schema. This is a customization of the front business part. And this is the place where we define how the process will look like from the candidate view. So the request name is something that will be obviously shown to the candidate. Let it be EPAM No Code Club Membership Application, for example. Now we need to prepare the request schema itself. So it is needed for us, for example, to provide some additional information to the candidate or inform about some joining conditions, such as due date, for example, that we can figure here. Or we want to inform about the start date where we're expecting the candidate to come to office. Also, we can have editable statuses to link the status with the business standards or logic that we have inside. If, according to our business standards, we need to make the request less complicated, we can simply delete some placeholders here. Or if we need to add something more and more complicated, we can add some date fields, drop downs, even comment placeholder in the email, so we can type any free text to the candidate and share information with him. Also, we can define email subject line, so our email won't be lost in the candidate's mailbox. So let's, for example, call it as EPAM Club No-Code Superannotation. And let's proceed. So here's the place where we set up our email notification part. And on the left side, we can provide the group mailbox where we'll send all activity notifications of the Docs platform. So just for example, it will be no-code management epam.com. On the right area, we can upload an email that will be used in our process. And as a bonus for the overall settings, we can have some reminder notifications if candidates ignore or forget about the documents process collection. And yeah, we can notify him that we are waiting for his response. And we click on the create button. Because we are using a demo environment for our process, we can see there are some more additional processes, but if we scroll down, we can see here our process. So let's proceed with the next step on the one-time settings for our process. This is a template module where you can do all the organization for the document packages in place. As was mentioned, we have 2 PDF documents that are ready for usage, but we need to prepare some business logic on them so the candidate Duke could provide us with correct information in correct place and with enough consistency. Marta has prepared some documents in the draft status on the platform, and we can check what they include. So, as I mentioned, we have the example of the document in PDF format. It's a blank. And here we can go to the Docs application, and we can see that PDF document used as the context lawyer. We can see that these fields are our business logic inside the platform. They are called as markers, and I would like to tell you what are they. So imagine that we need to collect a lot of information and reuse it in a lot of other documents. So markers are here to help us. They are placeholders where the candidate or manager can put value in it according to the rules that we can set up here, and we know the exact name of the marker. Later, I can reuse these markers in endless number of documents and have all the needed information in place. The magic here that we need to receive information only one time, and the value will be scattered without any need to duplicate it. We have created a set of markers here, but just to show you an example of how it works, I would like to introduce you the middle panel that we can see here. So markers include data ownership that we can set up on the left corner, and we have some permissions to verify this data. So let it be all users field. And as a core set of markers that we have on the platform, we have some text fields, we can have checkboxes, date fields, and even image placeholders where candidate can upload his picture or even a part of his PDF document. Also, as a fruitful bonus for the core set, we can have some placeholders like radio buttons, bulk drop-down lists, calculate some values in the calculated text, and even have some number calculations in a function marker. So just for example, how it works, I would like to put an image placeholder here. We can give a name for the marker. Let me a little bit here. Yeah, it will be, for example, photography of passport here, and by drag and drop, we can increase the size of it. So it's pretty easy. So moving to more advanced settings of the markers, we can take a look on the right part of the template manager. And here we can see that we can define some validation rules, initial values, if we want to help someone to insert something from the beginning, or is this field required for completion of the whole document or not. And as we can see here, there are a lot of them. So the right part of template manager was designed to define explicitly what is expected to be provided by the candidate and decrease number of questions of what I should insert in this field here. So by default, the template in Docs platform is in draft status. We must publish it, so we will be able to use the logic that we set up and attach it to the request form. Let's select the time zone and our today published date, and let's click apply. So now our first document is ready, and yeah, let's move to the second one. So frankly, we are targeting to reuse as much data as it's possible, and therefore I will show you the assembly of the second document with linked reuse data between them. So the first one questionnaire was for candidate, and the second one is for manager. As I mentioned, we defined some rules who will insert information here. And if you take a look on this, the markers are connected between them. As I mentioned, we can have some full calculated markers, and seems that we are ready here, and let's publish this document too. So now we are finished with the documents package preparation part, and now we can go to the process of the creation of the request. Let's go to the dashboard section, and here's a helicopter view on all of the created requests in the process. You can either search by name or email, filter by dates, responsible person, and even location if we set up it. And for sure, we can sort it. Now, let's get back to the most interesting part. To request documents from the candidate, we would need to go to this section New Request and select the process. Here we should insert newcomers email and some more additional. I would like you to explain what is this. So now our part as a manager is to link core components that were only one-time setting before, the request schema created in the beginning and the document package that I made recently. Imagine them like frames to operate or context boxes to deliver some information like regular train with regular road with timing to start and destination stations. Moreover, the train have different wagons like restaurant, luggage, sleeping, etc. So by linking these two main components, we could do simple things for the candidate and the documents collection. So manager Marta would need to insert rather an internal ID or use the email. It will be enough. So for example, we know that newcomers email will be like dukeapplicant@mailinator.com. His name is obviously Duke. His surname is applicant. Our planned start date is the end of the May, and we expect to receive the documents a little bit earlier. I can keep informed my colleagues personally if I want to. And yeah, the second part is to select the documents that I would like to receive. I can add them and click on the button Send Invitation. So now all the steps that I will do from my behalf will be as the candidate workflow. I'm returning to Duke's steps and how he will work with the platform. So now on the screen, you can see a temporary mailbox just for our demo. So imagine this is like Gmail or other mailboxes, and Duke receives the notification that we prepared recently. And we can see this is a personal link inside the email to join the platform and start working with this. So now I will go to the platform itself and how the view of the candidate looks like. And now we do not need to send any emails with attachments or any documents via replies, because applicants want to be sure that their documents transfer securely. Moreover, candidate will simply need to click on Continue button without any mistakes. So here on the screen, we can see the page My Request, and we need to check what information is here. Obviously, we can see here some start dates, due dates, the name of the program, and the contact person who can reach out to discuss any questions with the documents. Also, I would like to note that before we requested 2 documents, but on the candidate view, there is only one form to be filled in with the information. It is questionnaire. To start working with the document, applicant Duke needs to simply click on Edit button. And yeah, seems that Duke has almost finished the document with providing the data and nothing left for us. But some things are still missing. The name, the surname, and we need to attach the picture. So we can simply type it and attach the picture. Duke can rather save the document as a draft and continue documents fulfillment later, or Duke desire to submit the document for verification by clicking the button and confirms that the information that he has provided is correct. Now, when we finished with the document preparation from the candidate behalf, we can see that the status of it is waiting for verification from the manager side. So now, if applicant Duke want to provide some additional document that seems relevant and enhance the richness of the request, he can upload it to the attachments section and share it with Marta. Well, we are finished from the candidate flow right now, and let's return to Marta view. So now, when we go to the dashboard, we can see the created requests on it. And now Marta's mailbox is 0 because all of their documents are sent inside the platform, not by using emails. So as we can see here from their dashboard, some documents are waiting for my action, and I will go to it. So from the screen, I can see also the email of the candidate. And as I mentioned, there are 2 documents that we requested previously, and the second one is visible for Marta. Now I can go to the EPAM Club questionnaire verification process. I can check that all the information is correct. Also, I can take a look on the picture. And if some information is insufficient, I can initiate the reject flow. I'll need to prepare a comment for the candidate. Or if I do not need this, I can simply verify the document and I confirm that the information that is provided is enough. Second one part is the enrollment agreement. So now we'll return to the request view, and we can see optional forms, our enrollment agreement, and let's go to fill in it. As we can see here, our fields are connected between the documents, and all the information that you provided us recently is now displayed on the second one document. And what we need to do from the manager side is to simply insert our name to confirm the document's preparation. And then click on it. I can submit the document, save the changes. And now both documents are ready for download in PDF version. They can be printed, saved in the platform, or sent to the candidate for signature. If we take a look on how it looks like, here's an example. So all the information placed as we set up previously, and we can simply do whatever we would like to do with the document. Also, we can send the document to the candidate, share some information with him, or send it for signature. And if I mention signature, well, I'm pretty sure that Valery can tease you with some more information about it, but that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention, and passing the word to Valery.
Yes, cool, Vlad. Many thanks to you. So, guys, as you see, Docs is really cool things to assembly documents, collect documents, and now we even in some countries have e-signature capabilities. But the e-signature are different. They are certified in CIS countries, for example, kind of certificate-based. We're working on dealing with that. And soon we're going to release the capabilities to manage the kind of storing documents, to manage the how we use them after they are assembled and generated and signed. Docs journey just started. It scales internally, and we're ready to deliver other business process within EPAM. It's ready. So guys from EPAM, say us hi if you have some ideas how to use Docs and optimize paper workflow. And of course, if you have kind of clients projects that you see there's opportunities, please also let us know. We'll be glad to share and pitch the product. We are ready to deliver it externally. So many thanks for your attention. Now we have a couple of minutes for Q&A session. Thank you guys.
Unfortunately, Valery, being conscious of the time and that in just 5 minutes we have our new session, we unfortunately do not have the time for the Q&A session. But I would greatly appreciate if you, all the members who are watching online, please post out your questions on the Community-Z portal. And Vladyslav, Valery, if you will have time, just go to the Community-Z portal and please write your answers to the questions.
Sure.
to all of them that will appear today or at the later time. I know that there already is one question over there, and there is also a compliment on Vladislav's background. So Vlad, really cool background that you have behind you. For now, I would like to thank you so much for conducting this training and presentation. And for all of you who are watching online, please be sure to join other presentations as well. We still have a lot of interesting topics to join and to listen to in today's BA and Product Management Conference. For now, thank you so much for the attention. Vlad and Valery, once again, thank you so much for your speech, and hopefully speak to you again next time.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.